It's time for a nooner. That's right, it's time for a Junkman nooner. First off, thank you all that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. I couldn't reply to everybody and say thank you. So everybody that wished me a happy birthday, Facebook, Twitter, on the comment section of yesterday's nooner or whatever, thank you for saying happy birthday. Means a lot. Today I figure we do kind of a tour. I've done this before, but figure we do it again, a tour of the junk room, what you see behind me in all the videos. Might be a little fun. We don't know. We will see if it's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe I'll give you the origin of the name Junkroom. So let's just get over here and see. Hopefully it will stay focused. But of course we got the Death Star. We got Darth Vader. This here is a corkscrew Darth Vader. Picked it up at an antique store a couple of years back. Now, maybe Russ won't see this video. You know my buddy Russ. That's a Death Star ball. I bought this at a Disney store, downtown Disney, Orlando, Florida. I was going to give it to Russ. So I'm going to buy this, take it back. Bought me some other stuff, but I ended up keeping it myself because I liked it so much. And of course, this is an Indiana Jones hat, Fendor, that one of you guys sent me. One of the fans of the channel sent. So, hey, also another fan, not the same one, sent this little robot here, which I really like, that little robot. People's asked about the arcades, and here they are. And yeah, if you haven't seen these, they do work. You can actually play them and everything. Wouldn't it be cool to have a Star Wars one? I saw somebody made custom ones. Didn't work, but they just had the shell, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Maybe I can get my buddy Jenner Toys. He does a lot of custom stuff. Maybe he can make me some stickers for him. But that's the Death Star, of course, right there. And there's FX7. I usually don't display them there, but this is when I did the FX7 video showing that the middle part turned. I don't want to do that. I want to break his arm. I didn't put it back yet. Of course, we got the transporter. Can't think today. You know, getting older. That one it's supposed to talk, but it's broke. Try to fix it, and it just wasn't worth fixing. We've got one of the mugs that you get at junkmanmerch.com. Look at that. The action figure mug. Action figure. Not sure if that was the limited once a month one. I don't think so. We got my only hot toy. The Kenner style Boba Fett. Kenner style Boba Fett. Really nice. Did a whole video unboxing it, so you might want to check that out. Got a VHS tape back there of a movie called The Junkman. Now, I wanted it to be called The Junkman, but it was already taken. Well, Junkman was already taken. The Junkman was already taken, so I had to settle with that Junkman. So we've got a land speeder here with a little jaw on the back. One of my original toys. That jaw is one of my originals. Is it going to focus or not? Hold on a second. Okay, didn't look like it wanted to focus. Okay. We got another mug from junkmanmerch.com. The Cantina backdrop. If you got the Cantina play set, you'll see that in the backdrop. Got a little mini computer right there with a little mouse. Look at that. Looks like the one I used to edit my videos in. We've got a He-Man and a Skeletor that was from when I was a kid. That's from my collection. Got the Making of Empire Strikes Back right there. $2 weekly rental. Look at that. On VHS. It's the making. It was first aired on, I don't know, CBS made back in 1980. Got some videotapes here. Got the prequels. I need to get, Attack of the Revenge of the Sith wasn't released on VHS, so it breaks up the set. Although I heard of some foreign country did get it, so maybe I need to look into that, but I've heard they're worth a lot here. We've got, of course, right here, the TIE Fighter. I am really, that age is starting to creep up on me. X-Wing fighter right here, and you got the sensor scope R2, a 3PO, and a Luke inside. Luke's getting ready to take off, and they're fitting to say bye-bye, see ya. Got the box set right there. Released probably around 91, 92. It's got it's the first time in VHS the movies were released in their original format, of course, in widescreen. It's a beautiful set. That was my way to watch Star Wars for years. I was like, you got to see it in widescreen. Got a little Orco right here. It's from probably the 2000s or maybe a little later. I'm not really sure, but it looks really cool. Got the Kenner. I want to say Viewmaster. It's not a Viewmaster. Movie viewer. And of course, a blue snaggletooth right there. Up top, let's go back over here. We've got a Empire and Star Wars on beta. You don't see beta much, so that's beta right there. Got a Black Series Bosch. Some of my newer stuff. And all the Power of the Force figures, but the Ewoks. The Ewoks wouldn't fit in the case. Sorry, the lights are showing. So hopefully you can see these. I can't find Lando's gun. I had it when I moved. Remember when I moved from the other place to this new junk room? And now I can't find Lando's gun. So that's bothering me because that gun's not easy to find. It's not cheap. But sorry about the glare. Then you got the original. I'll say the Ewoks here wouldn't fit. And they're Ewoks, so I just wanted to make sure I got the figures in. We got the original 12 right here, all complete, all with weapons. Look how he's holding that gun. I didn't even notice that. Got Star Wars on Laserdisc right there at the top. Star Wars on Laserdisc. Got the Han Solo pistol, a toy that I really loved as a kid. And got an 8-track, Star Wars soundtrack on 8-track. Over here we got a portrait, a picture that Ken Simmons did, the guy that took all the photos on all the old Star Wars boxes and everything. Did an interview with him on a live stream. If you didn't see that, please go look for it. Got Star Wars on VHS right here, all 3 of them. And we've got a Mandalorian. And we got Boba Fett. Now, somebody's going to say, oh my God, he's got repos. That's not, of course, it's a repo with a rocket launcher someone made and sent it to me. Got the original Boba Fett from Kenner, the 2010, I think, somewhere around there, Boba Fett with a rocket launcher that Hasbro did as a mail away, and then the recent retro Boba Fett. Got another box set right there of the Star Wars movies. Got a Bosch right there on card. Got, sadly, one of my pieces I really want to have is the Skiff, but this one was the one that was released at Target, I think late 90s or early 2000s. And being that the original Kenner Skiff is so rare and costs so much money, this is probably going to have to do me. But as you see, I got some vintage figures on top of it. Got another mug from JunkmanMerch.com. Yeah, buy my own mug, Star World, based on a bootleg or rip-off, maybe more right, carrying case. I've got some aliens right there. I found this at Five Below, just one in little, where you don't know what it is till you open it, alien bags. Got the alien viewer for the Kenner thing. And the alien, found this at a antique store while I was doing one of my hunting for Star Wars videos. It was 20 bucks. The arm falls off. It's missing the dome part. But for 20 bucks, I said, I'm not passing this up. And I had that video up, and then it got a copyright strike on it. But so let's go on over here. Look at that. The Millennium Falcon, of course. And another one, and there's another mug. The Action Figure Show. Don't really do that anymore, so I guess that's a rare one. Got Han, Chewbacca. Now, that's not a vintage Chewbacca, believe it or not. That's 1995 Chewbacca. Got, of course, you may know this if you're watching my live stream. This is the Darth Vader that says, somebody said something bad about me on the internet. And that's him right there. And we've got an Emperor and Royal Guard. And of course, the Shuttle Tidarian. Now, I never had the Shuttle as a kid. I got it in the 90s as a collector, and I love it. Really love it, man. I've done 2 videos on this thing. Here, opens up right there. You got a little play area. That is an awesome ship. Not the Falcon I did have as a kid. I love, who didn't love the Falcon, right? But the Shuttle, I actually sold it so I could have the money to buy a Mario Kart game. Yeah, it killed me, so I went back and bought it again. Let me talk about this, the Kenner cardboard. It's got the Kenner Indiana Jones. I wish I could tell you who did that now. I can't off the top of my head. I didn't really plan this video out. But I picked this up at a convention in Nashville earlier this year. And he had a bunch of Star Wars ones, and I bought the Indiana one and a Boba Fett one. I'll show you the Boba Fett one in a second. Here's the Coke and Sprite and Diet Coke from the Star Wars theme park at Disney. There's the Pops. Yes, I do have Pops. Russ will be proud of me. I've got Big Trouble in Little China, Fred Sanford and Lamont, Magnum P.I., Breaking Bad, Big Lebowski, and Pulp Fiction. Then, of course, a Boba Fett helmet. Another pop down here of a cartoon Boba Fett. Now, this is my car collection. If you're new to the channel, you probably haven't seen this much. I've talked about it in a video. These are all from television and from movies. I'm not going to sit here and name every one. I'm not sure if I can. You got Marty McFly's truck right there. You got the A-Team. Got 3 Magnum cars, Rockford Files. Got a a Simpsons car. And this ain't from a movie or nothing. It's just Atari, so I got it. Of course, Pizza Planet. Taxi, remember that show, Taxi? Simpsons. That's got a lot of dust on it. Mystery Machine, although I really don't like Scooby-Doo. Down here we've got a Amanda Man on card. Got a carrying case right here for Star Wars and a vintage AT-AT. It's missing a lot of pieces to it, but it's got a Borg drive in it. Some more videotapes over here. And a Luke Skywalker. What do we got back there? I don't know. Let's get out of there. We've got the lunch boxes here. Star Wars Empire. I need a Jedi lunchbox. Got some more videotapes. Now this down here is a banner. I worked for a company back in late 90s, early 2000s that handled all the promotions and videos and books and music for Walmart stores. So I would get stuff like this sent to my house. I had a whole bunch of these. And that end up, most of them went to a store to hang up. But of course, that one stayed with me. I think I got some more. I had some more. This, I don't know what these lines are called, but this and this is the last thing I ever purchased from a Toys R Us. Got my original Nintendo. That's mine as a kid. Still got my Bart Simpson sticker on it, if you can see it. And that's a Batmobile I picked up recently at Walmart. From Super Friends. You don't really see much Super Friends stuff. Got a Marty McFly hover right there, and you got the 18 van. I need to get that van repainted. I need somebody to touch that van up for me, put the stripe back on it and everything. Got some more videotapes. Got an Indiana Jones lunchbox. And yes, I did have Indy, Empire, and Star Wars as a kid. It's weird. I can remember every lunchbox I had. Got Indiana Jones 12-inch. Got some pops. Got the golden medallion and the head, gold, whatever you call it. The crystal skull. Yes, I got crystal skull stuff. Indiana Jones LGN. And some carded figures back there in the back. And of course, Turbo Man. Where's Booster? They don't make a Booster. They should, shouldn't they? And of course, over here you've seen it. You could have watched the live stream of me putting it together. Pac-Man. Miss Pac. I ain't played it in a while, man. I need to dust it off and play it again. You know how it is. You get something, play it a lot, and you get tired of it. Picked this up in Nashville at a store called... Whew. I'll come back to that. But I love that. It's like an old ad from the Marvel comics you would see for the Star Wars figures. I love that. But I picked that up in Nashville. And at the con I picked up this. That's the guy that made the Indiana Jones also made this one right here. Think that's about it from the Junk Room. Now why do I call the channel the Junk Room? Well, it has maybe two origin stories kinda. One, I started a Twitter account. First it was Rare Star Wars Pics, and I would just post pictures of rare pictures from Star Wars. Then I moved into Star Wars Junk. And then if you're watching the channel then, the channel was first called Star Wars Junk. And I said, I don't want to talk just Star Wars. So I kind of moved it over to, I wanted to keep the Junk name and came up with Junkman and Junkroom. But it also started, you know, my wife when I was married or other people say, what you doing with all this Star Wars junk? And that's kind of, you know, part of the naming also when I came up with Star Wars Junk. I was like, yeah, people call it junk, but hey, what's the saying? One man's junk is another man's something. I don't remember what it is. Look at that. That's the original Burger King glass. Had that as a kid. The original Burger King glass. This one here I bought later. Not an original. But, well, it's original, but I mean, not as a kid. Not that I had. But one thing that's kind of, I don't know if it was subconscious or coincidence, whatever you want to call it. But when we were little, I've talked about it before, we kept all the Star Wars stuff over at my grandma's house, my grandparents' house. I would go over there look at that. Need a dust. Anyway, we'd go over there every weekend, just play it all weekend before we come back home. It was a lot of fun. And in the back room, she had a third bedroom that she didn't really use for anything at all. And it was known to all the whole family, everybody, as the Junk Room. You know, that's where we kept our Star Wars stuff. That's where we kept our toys. That's where she kept old clothes or whatever. And it was always like, hey, go look in the junk room. Go check the junk room. It was always the junk room, junk room, junk room. So in my mind, when I played with toys, it was always, hey, go into the junk room to get the Star Wars toys out. And honestly, I didn't really think about that when I started saying, in the junk room. And it kind of hit me after I did a couple of videos calling it the junk room. So maybe something in the back of my head, you know, hook them two together, because now I'll have a memory of me as a kid. You know, the junk room is where I kept my Star Wars stuff, played Star Wars and everything. Sometimes pull them out in the living room. But also, you know, now I have a memory of making these videos, talking to you guys in the junk room. So I got two different junk rooms. How about that? I guess that's about it, guys. Pan back a little bit more. Some people's been asking for a video looking more at this stuff. Like I said, I don't have a huge collection. You know, this is it. I've got some stuff in boxes that I don't really... I found out I don't put too much over here. It starts to look junky. It's getting a little junky now. It looks like a bitch to dust too. But right now, I'm happy with it is. I got the Cantina play set, but there's really no room for it. And a couple other things. I'm going to have to dig them out, maybe sell them or find a room for them. Or maybe get something over here or something to put some stuff on. But that's a closer look at the junk room. I'll spin the camera back around and put that up so I can see my beautiful face. That's the junk room, guys. That's the... Get back over here. There we go. That's the... You don't want to see my dirty undies over there or anything. That's the junk room. Hopefully you had fun. This has been a long nooner. This has been a long nooner. Almost 16 minutes. Anyway, thank you again for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.